Svapadamulam vajjata priyasya tyaktanya bhavasya hari paresha vikarma yakchot patitam katanchit dunoti sarvam didisa nivishta. One who has thus given up all other engagements and has taken full shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord is very dear to the Lord. If such a surrendered soul accidentally commits some sinful activity, the Supreme Lord, great because of his affection for the devotee seated within everyone's heart, immediately takes away the reaction to such sin. Commentary. Having negated all prescribed karmas, now the sage negates atonement for committing sinful acts. A person who has given up the thought of obligation to worship the devotees should not have a tendency to commit sin. If, however, by illusion this happens, the Lord destroys the reaction. But it is seen that masters punish their servants when the servants commit sin. The Lord should also punish his servants. The devotee will not be punished because he is dear to the Lord. That is the Lord's great quality, paresha. Does the devotee not perform worship to destroy sin? The Lord is situated in the heart of all beings. The Lord, with his inherent powers, does not depend on the devotee having to request this. Dharman Bhagavatam Itam Shrutvata Mitileshvara Jayanteyam Munin Prita Shapat Dayohi Apujayat. Narada said, having thus heard the signs of devotional service, Nimi, the king of Mithila, felt extremely satisfied, and along with the sacrificial priests offered respectful worship to the sagacious sons of Jayanti. The perfect sages then disappeared before the eyes of everyone present. King Nimi, fixed in the principles of spiritual life, achieved the supreme goal. O greatly fortunate Vasudeva, simply apply with faith these principles of devotional service which you have heard, and thus, being free from material association, you will attain the Supreme Lord. Commentary. A Nitya Siddha devotee with identity as Krishna's father, Vasudeva, has an eternal body like the Lord, but by the will of the Lord, he becomes submerged in longing for rasa in bhakti. Thus, Narada, seeing Vasudeva absorbed in the mood of an ordinary person, teaches him as he were an ordinary person. Narada makes him happy by praising Vasudeva's good fortune in 6 verses. You will attain the Supreme Lord. Param. The whole world has become filled with the glories of you and your good wife, because the Supreme Lord has taken the position of your son. You and your wife Devaki, having manifested love for Krishna and accepted him as your son, having purified yourselves by seeing him, embracing him, speaking with him, resting with him, sitting together with him, and taking your meals with him. Shakshurmilitam jene tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sma Padantikam. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When the Lord appears in this world, He gives certain very advanced souls the opportunity to associate with Him personally as His entourage. That is very amazing. And we should understand that such persons have great merits accumulated in the past, great sukriti, and thus the Lord has chosen them to be His associates. And this is very wonderful. Devahuti, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, Rohini, Rajani, all these great personalities, also Queen Kunti, Draupadi, anybody who met Krishna, especially in Vrindavan, they had a very special history before. And when I was a devotee, young devotee, I was told that also the devotees who prepare themselves in this world in bhakti, at some point they may take birth in this world where Krishna manifests his pastime and have the chance to personally associate with Krishna in that body. I could not find a Shastri quote on this. And I heard that from senior devotees. So, Krishna's association is the most desirable, the most amazing, desirable. Who can imagine anything more beautiful than the association of Lord Krishna? And when the devotee appears next to Lord Krishna, then Yoga Maya will cover him. He will not know that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. He will just be mesmerized by his activities. Like in the Radha Krishna Leela, Krishna is doing all kinds of fun, far out feats, but he is hiding. He's never showing, oh, I did this, I killed this demon, I lifted this mountain. No. Krishna is always playing like, oh, very, very simple. I'm doing something simple. I was just there. It just happened. Like this. Krishna is always saying, I don't know. Because if he would say, I am Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord with all the powers in Savapadasya Shakti Vividaya Shruyate, that is me. So you all shut up and do what I say. The rasa would be totally destroyed. All the rasas, especially Madhurya, Shakya and Vatsalya, those brothers will, and even Shantarasa, or Dasya Rasa, also be destroyed. Everybody's serving Krishna out of love, not because he is the big guy. Krishna hides his greatness. In the Leela, he makes his greatness disappear behind the veil of divine histories. and we are charmed by these histories. Those histories are called Hari Katha. Hari means the thief of hearts. He steals our hearts away. So I would extend that the associates of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, our Guru Varga, they are also chosen people to participate in his Leela. So, somehow or other, by the grace of Guru, we get involved in some seva, and all of a sudden it may work out and it may be beautiful. All of a sudden something very surprising may take place. And that surprising manifestation is for us our enthusiasm, our joy. Just like our devotees coming to India and doing seva in Vrindavan. To me, that is very surprising. Have they come here to look for gold? No, they have come here to look for diamonds. They're diamond hunters. When the devotees go and pick up the garbage in Vrindavan, they are picking up the diamonds of devotion. Most valuable, unimaginable. The plastic is the most ugly, but when you pick it up, it becomes a diamond. And the one who picks it up, he gets the diamond in his heart. I mean, that's what the logic is. When you clean the temple of the Lord cleans your heart. So if you clean up the Dham Vrinda Devi cleans your heart. Because Vrinda Devi is the one who is cleaning in Vrindavan. And her pure devotees also. Those who are the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they were always keeping things clean. Just like any mother, she keeps her home clean. You don't see mothers throwing the garbage in the house of her. No way. So this is a special analogy I'm drawing from this. Because Vrindavan is so special. Where in the world do you find a place where in every house there's a deity? Every house there's some kirtan. Every house there's prasadam. Just on our way here, we just went and we greeted the sadhu. We just offered our obeisance, greeted the sadhu, and immediately we got prasadam and we got well received, like with so much love. So, this is Vrindavan. Where do you find that? That you just greet somebody and he comes in and immediately prasadam for everybody and love is here. This is the Paramadvaiti. Paramadvaiti Devam Nomigo Rasundaram. Paramadvaiti Devam Nomigo Rasundaram. So this is the path of love taught by Lord Chaitanya. He is the one who is showing us the path of love, to the land of love. Because the Lord of love loves you and you potentially love him. So you are also coming here. Like Jagadish tells me, I want to stay 5 years in Vrindavan. I say, what? You want to give 5 years, the best years of your life, the young life, you want to give those to serving Krishna in Vrindavan? Really? This is most amazing. I'm most surprised. I mean, one thing is come here and check it out, be here a little while and say, oh yeah, pretty nice, and then you go on with your life. But to stay 5 years in Vrindavan for seva, oh my God, this is a big dedication. Some people cannot understand it. When I told Dikshit yesterday that we were working for almost 10 years to get the pillars removed. He said, 10 years? So much dedication, so long dedication, just to get the horrible pillars removed. He was very impressed. It's 10 years of your life is 10 years of your life. Every day of your life is a very precious moment. Of course, in devotion we know, just like I say, we are picking up diamonds. Let's go and collect garbage. Oh no, again. Oh my God, Gurudeva, why do we do that? But I say, come on, let's collect diamonds for our devotional heart, so that our heart may sparkle the cleanliness of Srimati Radharani's devotion for her Lord, because we are cleaning up on her behalf. We're not cleaning up on behalf of myself. Of course, Prabhupada, we are cleaning up on behalf of Prabhupada, but we are cleaning up on behalf of Prabhupada because Prabhupada wants us to do this on behalf of Radharani, because Radharani wants to offer a clean dham to Krishna. So every garbage we will remove from there, that is a diamond in our heart. And therefore I'm not satisfied just collecting a little bit. I want to manage it. I want to see it leave the dham and being utilized to do something. I am not the one who is resolving the plastic problem of Kali Yuga. Plus, plastic problem in the end of the day is also plastic benediction. Why? Well, this telephone is transmitting what we are speaking here. It has many parts which are made of plastic. The microphone has parts of plastic. The whole communication system in the world is based on so many articles also. Medical instruments are made of plastic. Many things are useful. The cars, all the cars have parts of plastic. Now, we say, I want to live without cars. Good idea, but then you won't meet the spiritual master again. Without cars, without airplanes, without boats, there would be no pure devotee going to long-distant countries. Well, maybe the pure devotees are already there. That was our hope, that they don't need that. Somebody's coming by airplane all the time to bring the nectar. Even though while this is going on, while this is possible, sadhu sangha is spreading around. This is very good. But you have to notice that plastic is a curse because we are managing it irresponsible. But plastic, in the very essence of its facility, it provides, it's a blessing also. Last not least, it comes from petrol. And petrol is fossil, a fossil remnant. Imagine, actually plastic is not vegetarian, if you want to say strictly. Because plastic is from the rotten fossils, which are somewhere kept together under certain circumstances and over the thousands of years produced oil, petrol, crude. Oh God, how have you done this? Why did you produce crude oil and gas coming from the earth? Why? Well, and why do you give the human beings the intelligence to use these energy sources and run cars and trains and planes? Why? Animals have seen the oil also, haven't done anything with it. Animals have not used gas coming from the, somewhere it comes out gas. You go, oh, what's that? You know, someplace in the earth, gas is coming, you can put a fire and woo, a flame is coming out of the earth, a gas flame. My God, how is this possible? We have the gas flame in the kitchen for cooking, but this is very sophisticatedly supervised. But anywhere in nature, all of a sudden, and gas comes, you light a fire and it becomes a flame. So why did God do these things? Why did God give human beings the intelligence to utilize these things for different things? That is shown by the result. And you can see many, many good results. Like I was saying yesterday, I went out as a book distributor. Prabhupada wanted us to sell these books, and I wanted to give the books of Prabhupada to every home in the world. That was my ambition. And that ambition was fulfilled, because now everybody has all the books of Prabhupada at the tip in their cell phone, in all the languages. Huh? But will they read them? That's another question. We have to preach in such a way that people will want to read Prabhupada's books, that they will be fired up. And yes, I want to see Prabhupada's movie clips. I want to hear Prabhupada sing. I want to be with Prabhupada, because Prabhupada is a connection with Goloka Vrindavan. Unless you come from Goloka Vrindavan, how can you give a connection to Goloka Vrindavan? So Prabhupada is from Goloka Vrindavan, and he is our connection with Goloka Vrindavan. I did not come from Goloka Vrindavan into this world. But by the grace of Srila Prabhupada, I heard about Goloka Vrindavan. I told many people about Goloka Vrindavan. They really got fired up, just like anybody who hears Prabhupada's message is getting fired up. And so, by this way, Goloka Vrindavan is our destiny, and Goloka Seva is our service in Vrindavan. Here, by making Vrindavan beautiful, or by making embassies of Vrindavan in our different temples and preaching centers around the world, so that everybody in the world can come in contact with Vrindavan. Everybody in the world can see the beauty of Vrindavan. Everybody in the world can get some connection with the divine loving Lord Sri Krishna and his beloved Sri Radhe. That is our process. So we have a connection with a pure devotee from Goloka Vrindavan, and he can take us there. We are his. From him we are learning what is devotional service. And tomorrow is Chandan Yatra. Tomorrow we will celebrate such a wonderful festival where the Lord is dressed in Chandan. I've never been in this festival in India. This is the first time in my life, so I'm very excited to see the Lord in his Chandan dress. How merciful it is of the Lord that he allows us to make him a dress out of the powder which we scrub from the sandalwood tree bark onto the scratcher, and then we collect the Chandan for applying it to the Lord's body, so that the Lord will not suffer from the heat. So this is a kind of the idea of a Chandan Yatra. And there's the famous Chandan Yatra of Madhavinda Puri, who went all the way to Orissa to collect some sandalwood and camphor for applying it to the Lord's body. But then later on the way back, he was requested by the Lord to apply these same ingredients to the body of Gopinath instead of Nataji. The argument was that Nataji and Gopinath, they wanted the same, so if he will apply it on the body of Gopinath, then Nataji will be relieved from his tension and his heat which he experienced being hidden in the mountain, in the earth of the Govardhan Hill. So when Krishna shows up in this world, either personally or through his book, the Bhagavad Gita, or through his holy name, or through his devotees, always things turn auspicious. Everything becomes absolutely amazing. And that is what we are experiencing here in Vrindakunja, this amazing, amazing manifestation of Krishna's form, who came to Vrindakunja in the form of Gauranga Radha Braja Mohan on his own accord. That you have to think about. Our deities here, they were not purchased in the market. They were not a plan of anybody. Only our Paramahansa Maharaj, he fixed this temple, very nice. Some other people helped. And then we were very happy. And Mahaprabhu, our big Mahaprabhu, he was traveling with me. Or better said, he wasn't traveling with me. I was accompanying him in different locations of Vrindavan until he came here. But all the other deities came later. So when we got the temple fixed, then this Mahaprabhu went on the altar, and then on his own accord, Gauranga, Radha, Rajamohan appeared in two ways. My friend the carver from Navadvip, he came to me with the deity from Imlitala, the little Mahaprabhu. I had given him the piece of wood a few years back. I said, can you make a deity from this? And he said, no, impossible. This wood is not helping for carving. This will not be possible. So I was unhappy, but I left the wood with him. And 2 or 3 years later, he came to me with a big smile and with this deity, see, I made this from your tree. So this Mahaprabhu is actually from the wood of Imlitala. And then he gave me a gift. He didn't charge for it. That was already very surprising. And then somebody like this comes. Mahaprabhu wanted to come here. It was his divine grace. And then when the Brahmin came to Gopal Ghosh, said, I have deities, I want to take sannyas, I don't know what to do with them. And then Gopal Ghosh told him, you have a deity and they have no temple. I know a temple which has no deities. That's Vrindakunja. And it's around the corner. Gopal Ghosh used to live in Brahmakunda, right on Brahmakunda. His house is still there. So then Gopal Ghosh sent a message here, I have deities. If you promise to give 1 kg milk every day to him, then he will come to Vrindakunja. So the devotees called me, can we promise this, to give 1 liter milk to Krishna every day? And I said, wow, yes, of course. Tell him yes, I didn't see the deity, no picture, no nothing, but Krishna wants to move in our temple, have a festival. And they had a big festival, I wasn't here, I think Paramahansa Maharaj was here, and some other, and they brought the Thakurji here. And this way, Gauranga Radha Brajaswara assumed their divine presence for the benefit of all. Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. So I hope you can get something out of this. Actually, there was one question I still had to answer, which is in this connection, that how the Lord manifests in a deity. By His sweet will. The artist involved in carving the deity, you see there's a pattern. They're following the Tribhanga, the three-banded form of Krishna, or Mahaprabhu, 2 arms up dancing, or one arm up, or giving out mercy. There's so many different forms of the Lord traditionally described by the Shilpa or by the artists who make those deities. But each deity has an individual touch, an individual character, and when the Pran Pratishta is executed by the spiritual master, then the Lord Chaitanya or Lord Krishna comes personally in and gives his mercy through that deity. How does it work? All the rights reserved with the Lord. He knows how it works. How do I know how the things will work? The Lord does. But everything the Lord does works that way. He's always omnipresent, omniconscious, and He's energetic. That means the Lord's energy can understand where you are, what you do, what's going on. You're always connected with the Lord, and He's always connected with you. So what's the problem of having a deity in between? If He's always connected with you anyway in the form of the super soul. and the intermediate stage, or between the Lord and us. That is not something which can be understood. It's only divine plan. When the Lord wants to come into somebody's life, He appears this way or that way. In a dream, in a book He finds, in a friend's advice. So many ways. The Lord has unlimited ways He can communicate with us. And if we believe that, we're in the right spot. So we believe in Krishna's deity, and now we will see what our Janama did today in her puja. Thakurji is taking prasad, so we have time for some more questions. Anybody has a question? Yes, go ahead.
So when you grow up and you look at the album, you also need instructions.
Do you need what?
Then you also need instructions of Srila Prabhupada if you grow up with this Leela.
Without his connection, we would not be able to go there to begin with. Now, what service they're going to give us there, they know. We don't know. Are we so lucky to meet Prabhupada in the spiritual world and get personal instructions from him? Wow, that would be the most amazing thing. That would be overjoyed. Because I don't know if Krishna really exists. But I know Prabhupada exists. He came into my life, I saw him, I felt him, I served him, I listened to him. And I believe Krishna exists because Prabhupada showed Krishna's presence in so many ways. In so many amazing ways. Whatever. Everybody has his little gifts. Yesterday Indranila was telling me that his daughter was born, the whole face red, very intensive red, some disease. And he took her to his guru, said, look what my daughter, how she was born. And Srila Tirthamaj put his hand on her, says, you just wait, she'll be okay. Everybody, the doctors wanted to operate the child because it was really like that. 2-3 years later, it had disappeared, she was a normal girl. So, woo, you never know what's happening, no? I have a picture of her. Anybody wants to see what she looked before and after. So this is a miracle. Krishnas can show unlimited miracles. Every tree is a miracle, every flower is a miracle, every fruit is a miracle. Vrindavan is a miracle, every devotee is a miracle. Devotees are special miracle. You look, I mean, a human being, you know, they're too much. I mean, to invent a tree is already amazing, no? To invent a whale, what an amazing. But if Krishna is so amazing, how amazing would he be in his personal feature? And that's what's our strength. Any other question? Any question from there? From our audience, how many people are online? 6 devotees. Big hug from where? Can you tell me who's online?
Jose Gonzalez, Mahagaldaz, Japayagua, Christian Andres, Mahavananyaya, Vrindavan Chandra, Raoski, Rohini Kumar, Luz Maria, Elias Vidurre.
There's more than 6 people.
Because they come and they go and they stay registered on there.
Okay. Big hug to all of you from Vrindavan, Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe.